Hey folks, thank you for making your time and joining in for our monthly Beckn community call for the month. And this call is for the month of March 2025, where we'll kind of have a quick round of what happened in the month of March in and around Beckn Open Collective. So, yeah, welcome. This is a monthly forum again where we share ideas, where we try to establish synergy, discuss ongoing projects, and also address any and every problem that anybody is facing in the collective. And of course, while building a stronger sense of community with every call. Before we start off, a quick housekeeping request. All contributions made in Beckn Open Collective will be royalty free, and there won't be any ownerships held by a single individual or an organization. It will be completely open source, available on our GitHub 24/7 for anybody to for their applications and implementations. We encourage active participation during the calls. If you have any queries, thoughts that you would like to share in the first half of the call, please drop it in the chat. We can visit them later on, or and also the last 15 minutes of this conversation will be open forum for any questions that we can address here. If not, we can also take it offline and to other sessions as well if required. And resources. Once this call is done, the slides being shared here along with the recording will be uploaded across our channels on our YouTube and also on Discord. Once it is uploaded, you will be notified over Discord and on YouTube, of course. And also, let's keep this forum respectful and inclusive for everybody involved. Let's have a let's be mindful for about everybody involved. And with that, let's dive in. This is what our agenda is going to look like for today. The first 10 minutes will be updates, and then next 3 minutes we're going to look into what's upcoming, what is something that you might want to keep your eye out for. And like I mentioned, the last 15 minutes of the discussion is an open forum for any and every questions that you might have. So without any further ado, let's get started. So, in the community side of things, the first update that we are looking at right now is Beckn Node Zero report is finally live. So, if you remember last year in the month of October here in Bangalore, Karnataka, more than 800 of our community volunteers came together for Beckn's flagship event, that is Beckn Node Zero. The summits of various forums, various dignitaries, various fireside chats, discussions, and a lot of workshops and everything possible uh, under the roof was taking place at this summit. And the key takeaways from this summit, from the discussions, from the fireside chats, from the keynote speeches, and everything, and the potential pathways that we might be looking at from the takeaways of this discussion is basically this report. And if you haven't already had the chance to look at the report, I think the link to this report will be in your chat, in the chat box by now. And if you have already gone through the report, we would love to hear from you what were your thoughts on this report. Do you see any synergy? Do you see any potential opportunities for us to work together? Or if you know someone who might find this interesting, please forward them. And if you have any ideas, if you have any projects that you might want to pitch to us, for you might want to throw at us, please do write us at community@beckinprotocol.io. We'd be more than happy to take a look at it. And also, please do go through the report. It is quite something. And of course, if you want to know more about the event, you can of course visit the bnz.beckinprotocol.io. You can probably find the uh, notes from the event, and also the videos from the event will be uploaded on YouTube. You can also find them there. The next update is coming in from NASIC, where UKI is expanding the digital empowerment for farmers. So, if you haven't heard, UKI is Unified Krishi Interface, which is a farmer-centric open network, which was up until now in beta testing phase in NASIC, which was helping farmers access key services like price discovery, weather forecast discovery, equipment rental schemes, access to government schemes, and various other services, which was in the beta testing phase in NASIC. they have successfully completed their testing, and now they are heading towards going live. And they will be going live sometime this month with more network participants like Plantex, AgriWatch, Philo, who will be joining the ranks of others like Amicus, Agroon, and others who are coming together to build this open network. So we are with this is a open network similar to ONDC, but for agriculture, but a community driven community story of farmers at the center. Yeah, if you want to know more about a unified Krishi interface, you can head over to uki.beckonprotocol.io. And also, again, if you are working in the domain of agriculture, or if you know someone who's working in the domain of agriculture, and if you have any ideas, any form of synergy that you want to put it all across to us, please do write to us. The email IDs are provided here. We'll also be sharing these email IDs in the chat. And of course, you can write to us directly as well. This is the update from Unified Krishi Interface coming in from Nasik. And the final update for the day that came across this month, in the month of March, is Digital Energy Grid. The report, which was co-published between IEA, that is International Energy Agency, and FIDE, is also live now. If you haven't already gone through it, I would highly recommend you do. You should be able to download or access the report using the link in your chat box by now. And if you have gone through, and like I mentioned earlier, if you see any synergy, and if you have any ideas that you want to push across to us, please do write to us. And also, if you want to learn more about what's happening in the world of energy, how is the world of energy shaping up, how is the future looking in the energy sector, and how we can collaborate and how we can shape a new, better future with Beckn, please head over to energy.beckonprotocol.io for more information. And that's the wrap on the community updates. And upcoming in BOC, what is something that you might want to, that might pique your interest? We have our tech office hours happening every Tuesday and Thursday. It happens on every Tuesday at 3 p.m. IST, and on every Thursday, that is tomorrow, at 8:30 p.m. IST. So I know the times are a bit off, but it is to accommodate everybody that's joining us globally. If you have any queries, if you have any questions, any doubts, any roadblocks that you're facing with your backend implementation, with your uh, reference applications, experience center usage, backend Onyx, or in general just about backend, you want to understand what backend is. You're a 0 to 1 guy who just started off backend, who you are just interested in backend, and you don't really know where to start, what to do. This is the right place for you. Just join in, ask, shoot your questions at us. Will our tech team, guys who have been a volunteer tech team who has been working with backend for more than a year, are more than happy to help you out with any questions of yours. So no matter where you are in your backend journey, no matter how bad or how difficult your question is, please just join in, shoot the questions. Uh, if it is something that can be dealt with in this particular call happening tomorrow, it will be done that way. But if it is something that needs follow-on sessions, it needs a one-on-one attention for to get this problem resolved. We can do that as well. So the next session is happening tomorrow, that is 3rd of April, 8:30 p.m. IST. The link to join the session should be in your chat by now. And also, you can use a Luma registration link to join. The links will be shared with you shortly. And yeah, with that, I think we can open the floor for discussion. If you have any queries, just shoot. We can have a discussion. If you have anything to ask, anything to tell us, if you have any interesting stories to tell, if you're working on something with Beckn, please do let us know.
Hi, this is Shantanu. Can you hear me?
Shantanu, good evening.
Good evening. I represent this Abhicure is the name of the company which I represent as part of it, but thank you for this participation. So this is also my first call, and uh, typically our team is highly interested. We work in multiple fields of healthcare, retails, and governance and other parts to it. But
Mm-hmm.
we represent something which is very fast, far east of the world, which is into the Oceania markets of it, a part of it.
Okay.
So one of the biggest challenges is that I am already at 11 o'clock in the night, and 8:30 would not be possible for me.
Oh, in that
And
case, you can
the
surely check out
biggest,
the Tuesday calls. Tuesday calls are at 3 p.m.
yes,
IST.
I would. I would definitely. And we would like to have our whole team. We have a team in India, in
Mm-hmm.
Kolkata, and we basically, we have been trying to do a few projects, but we are not being able to. I'm trying to reach out. So good, you mentioned in this forum. So we'd like to reach out to you people that we have multiple use cases that we're thinking of across.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, as of now, if as I speak, I am in the other part of Amazon in the world where I connect through a satellite link. Okay, just to
Oh,
reach you people.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but we are highly interested. So there's about 400 kilometers of forest beyond me. Okay, and which
Mm-hmm.
is on the rivers and parts of it. And we are there's a lot of things that has to be done for this community, be it energy,
Mm-hmm.
be it forest reservation. How do you preserve the forest? Okay, the biggest challenge is coming across how do you preserve the forest
Very
part
true.
of it. And right, it's become a huge challenge for global climate changes and parts of it. So what exactly we can do through Beckn is would be a very impactful part of it. We work in healthcare. We
Mm-hmm.
actually have startup which is registered out of I am Lucknow, part of your startup registered out of it. And we are just trying to create some impact programs up here. So how do we use Beacon more from the healthcare perspective? TB is one of the predominant diseases up here in
Mm-hmm.
in this region. Okay, HIV is also one of the biggest challenges. A lot of the international agencies work in this market, but obviously, there are challenges in terms of tagging people. How do we understand? How do we trace them? Traceability has become a big time challenge in these markets. We basically we are a software based organization, but we kind of we more or less more importantly we engage with the market to kind of directly drive projects. We kind of don't do remote deployment kind of scenarios. So we work with an open ERP platform which is called as ERP Next, and what we are trying to see is that once we do any of these product initiatives, okay, so part of it, how do we actually have something like a beacon as also one of the tools for us to interface with it and take it forward because we have been using this tool sets for a period of time over the last 4 or 5 years and we are finding good results. Okay. So how do we interface more with these kind of text part of it? There was one more forum where we also heard about other things, okay, in terms of transport mobility, which was in the
Mm-hmm.
US markets. So similar in these markets, it's not of transport mobility, it's still backward in terms of infrastructure, but there are other things which we can obviously look onto. So I would actually write to you people out of those emails. Only request is that if somebody could actually direct us to the correct team so that we can take it forward. We already have a few cases where we want to work.
Perfect. I think a great start would be your team interacting with our tech team to
Mm,
fine tune any queries or any questions that you guys might have, and you can also kind of
right.
walk our tech teams through the use cases there. And once that is done, I
Yeah.
think we can take that conversation forward with. And there is no right team or wrong team. We are just a small team of 10 people. So this is
Okay.
this is what we deal with.
Also, love to understand. Sorry to just interrupt you in
Yes.
between. Is there any office in Bangalore that you have where we
Oh yeah.
can actually drop by? I believe in coming down and meeting people instead of just this part of it.
Oh, perfect.
So if
Right
is
now,
there
I'm
the right
sitting out
team?
of the Bangalore office. I'm joining live from
Okay.
the Bangalore office. Yes, we do have a office in
Uh-huh.
Bangalore. So if you are anytime here in Bangalore,
Okay.
please free to write to me. I'll just drop my mail ID in the chat here as well. Just
Okay.
give me a second. Perfect. That's my mail ID, Dheeraj at becknprotocol.io. So
Thanks,
if
Dheeraj.
you're here, please
Thanks.
feel free to connect. We can, of course, arrange a conversation anytime. And also, you mentioned you're joining right now from Amazon, is it? Which part of Amazon?
No, no, no. This not Amazon. This is it called
Ocean.
the country is called as Papua New Guinea.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, I am based in Papua New
Oceania.
Guinea, yeah,
Yeah.
and people speak of Amazon, but
Mm.
is this is one of the also one of the densest rainforests in the world. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so people are not aware of it, and so beyond me, it's about 400 kilometers of only forest. Okay, raw forest, river, and that's it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so technically we sit in a mine base, so you have the gold mines and the copper mines up here. But the people up here, they are cash rich, but the services, nothing is available are part of it. So So willing, if we bring cross services that actually, bring
Mhm.
cross transformation, they impact the lives, impact the lives, people would be happy to adapt to anything and everything that comes across parts of it.
Interesting fact. Beckn already has a live network that's running in Amazonia. That's in
Okay.
there's a
Okay.
province in Brazil called as Para. So we do have a in
Uh-huh.
the Para province, the Belém city has a open network for skilling and education and also livelihood called Rede Belém Alberta. So I think it's time we enter
Okay.
Oceania, Papua New Guinea as well, I guess.
Yes, because Oceania, the market, if you see from here to Samoa, which is about another 4 hours ahead of us, this market, it's everybody in this market. It is large island, sorry, small islands, and large ocean bases. So a lot of challenges. You every day you would find see an earthquake in the region. Okay, so there's a lot of data floating around, and if we could actually structure the data, uh, and direct it for the right purposes, there's a lot of changes that we can actually help people with. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's more important, the impact story that we would like to get
There
across
is a
with.
lot of there's a lot of work being done in our community when it comes to climate and energy, those two, and of
Mm-hmm.
course agriculture. These are our primary focus points for 2025 as well. Like I mentioned, the
Mm-hmm.
DEG report, that's a digital energy grid report, is primarily focusing entirely on energy, and the other report that I mentioned today, that is from the BNZ report, that is primarily focusing on the climate side of things. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe that can be a starting point for something. So I would it
Mm-hmm.
was I mean, it's great to have a chat with you, uh, and hoping to see you and your organization in our upcoming calls also.
Thank you so much. We will be there.
Perfect. Folks, any Tanmay, Adarsh, anything to add? If not, we can end this session here today.
Hey, sure. Hi, this is Adarsh. Can
Hey,
you hear me?
Adarsh. Hey, Adarsh, good
Hey,
evening.
hey,
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
All good here.
Anyway, great stuff. I'm from X Step Foundation, by the way. I
Oh,
consult for. Uh, so
our
yeah,
neighbors.
yep. I work on the employment open network, employment and skilling open network, called Honest.
Hmm.
So I was volunteering for Beckn way before, but I just thought I'll start joining these community calls. Uh, One of the things I've been reading through the DEG paper,
Hmm.
I got it printed. Funnily, we're talking of digital enablement, and I got it printed because so that I can, cut off my screen time, read it on the flights and the trains that I take. So,
True.
a lot of friends, I was just wondering if there's an opportunity here. A lot of friends, I see a lot of friends who are not in tech.
Hmm.
Um, who have been crippled because they don't have the ability to build an app or build something digital, but are extremely business savvy, who I
Hmm.
see are now launching apps and launching digital products on their own with smaller teams, because AI enables you to create so quickly, right?
True.
And they're all the first thing that a lot of my friends are doing is to build something. They're trying to find how do you say, non-competition places, uh, not not popular use cases, or not popular industries, or not mainstream industries to sort of build. And I believe energy is one of them, right? I think there's a natural tendency to go for building something where no one else would come and compete with you from a digital
True.
perspective. And obviously, energy is a huge thing. So I keep meeting these friends. I keep hosting meetups in my place at Bangalore and so on. So I was wondering, for DEG, uh, are there is there a are there a set of ideas?
Hmm.
I'm about halfway through the paper, and I've just wrapped my head around the problems. Are there ideas in the paper uh, that entrepreneurs can pick on and build? Um, Someone wants to build a layer, or someone wants to build a tool on top of it.
Hmm.
Uh, is there a sandbox, and are there initial use cases identified that people
Oh
could start?
yes. Yes. In the, let's say, a physical manifestation of a DEG in India would be UEI, that is Unified Energy Interface. uh, Unify UVI is working on multiple use cases like EV charging, peer-to-peer energy trading, demand flexibility, and others, which are battery, what do you say, energy storage, energy warehousing, and also battery swapping use cases currently which are being worked on. So you can know more of this. I think let me just drop the link for UVI Alliance. I guess just give me a second. Yes, here we go. This is the UVI Alliance. It's a group of startups from India which came together to create an alliance, primarily working in the sector of energy, trying to create a which who are creating an open network, trying to achieve interoperability and, of course, solve real world problems while keeping it, of course, very business centric, not in the air. So this might be a good start for anybody working in the space of energy in India. So I would encourage you to have a look at this. The place to start if you are looking to do something in the space of energy and open networks in India. So I've shared the link for the same in the chat. So, and if you have any ideas or if you want to have further discussion on this, you can of course write to me at Dheeraj at Beckn Protocol. We can facilitate conversations there.
Sure, man. I think so. UAI is something that folks are well aware of in the circles. I also know about them, Pulse and so on.
Yeah,
Is
right.
there anything that the DEG, the new paper, offers on top of UAI? I mean, other newer things that can be
Oh,
built?
so let's
Interesting.
put it this way. UVI is the manifestation of the DEG idea on an India level, while DEG is more of a global vision. So the paper also, which was recently put out, it's a vision paper. So the work is yet to begin. We want the community to come in and build. So that's the aspiration there. But yeah, the Indian level manifestation of that vision is UVI, and we are hoping other organizations working, startups and organizations working globally will come up with their own manifestation, with their own use cases in their own respective geographics.
Cool, man. Sounds good. Yeah. This is helpful. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you, Adarsh. And guys, any further questions? Please feel free to chime in, and or else we can close this call in some time. Hetanma, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I think this was good. So I'll check out the resources that you shared. I primarily work on the energy and climate. I've been there for some time now, and so I was just checking out your protocols on charging infra and UAI. So probably in the next meeting we'll have a much better discussion.
Perfect. On the energy side, there is some work which has been done, quite some
Hmm.
developments. Climate is even very early for us. We are also in the state of identifying potential use cases where we can create some impact on a global scale.
Yeah.
So might be a perfect uh, place where we can see synergy.
I think I was most recently building this venture like about 6, 7 months back. We were
Mhm.
trying to build sort of a discoverability plus a data stack, sort of a data infrastructure for the development sector NGOs. So if you look at pick up Sensex 100 companies and see the kind of reporting that they're doing on their CSRs, you'll
Mhm.
see that there is a very big data gap around that. So there's a lot of work and a lot of money is being flown into the environment or sort of, let's say, the climate side of things, but a very little data and reporting is happening on that front. So I was building a startup around that. It didn't work out, but then I could see some of the synergies here, and some of the people who have been behind Beckn were
Mhm.
on our board as well. So we have been working with them. So I think this could be a good use case maybe to explore, maybe at a very later stage.
Perfect. We all begin somewhere, and this might be the beginning for
Yeah,
that. Yes.
yes,
Perfect.
man.
Thank you,
I think
Tanmay.
it's very cool.
Thank you, everybody. I think I'll just wrap up the call for today, and we are spot on time. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. A quick wrap up of today's update would be that two reports are out. Digital Energy Grade Vision Paper is out, and also Beckn Note Zero Insights report is out. both of which the link for both of which the links are in the chat, and also we'll be sharing those links in the PDF form later on. And UKI in NASA completed its beta testing and is going live with multiple, I think 8 network participants sometime this month. And finally, if you have any queries, any questions that you want to, any roadblocks, no matter where you are in your backend journey and you have a question and you need someone to answer it, please join in for our backend open office hours every Tuesday at 3 p.m. and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. That is tomorrow. The next session is tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for your time. I'll see you guys next month somewhere around the same time. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thanks, Dheeraj.